Cancer, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for early January 2023. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business as always and start you off with an oracle card here, just so we could dip our toes into energy and see what's going on for the lovely Cancerians out there. I hope you're all doing fabulous, my friends. I'm sure you are. But talk to me, my guides. What do we got this week for Cancer, please? Early to mid-January. And yeah, we're just going to take a real quick look at this first card, then we'll get into the full tarot reading itself. And at the very end, I'll pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot, just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean in on, which is always interesting. All right, let's get it going. Now, what's up with Cancer, please, my gods? The Cancerian Collective, nice and quick. Let's get this card popping. There it is. Okay, so we do have the Queen of Cups showing up for you, which is double interesting in a Cancer reading. So we'll talk about her. There's a few layers here, especially since it's a water sign reading. But before we do, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the January subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. Also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button by tapping it right on its third eye, you know I'd greatly appreciate it. But into the reading, enough of the promo. Have a little look here at this beauty. Look at her sitting there. Now, yes, this is an oracle deck. It's not a tarot deck, but this card always reminded me of the Queen of Cups with her toe dipped in the water. So in a Cancerian reading, Spirit could be asking you to look at things within the self or without on the self. A lot of you might be wanting to change your look. Your appearances might be extra important for whatever reason. Might be getting a haircut, new makeup, whatever it might be. Another vibe here is, how does one feel about themselves? So a lot of you might be in some sort of state where your self-confidence could be at the table. Now, another thing here with this Queen of Cups energy, it does speak about very intense emotions, feeling things in a very strong, powerful way. It could represent romance, love, things of that sort. But she is not the most communicative, right? So there might be something you're feeling very strongly about that you're just not speaking about, not communicating. Let's get into tarot. I always say with that first card, it doesn't make or break the reading. It's just a footnote. And yeah, I'm going to get you 3 of these in the upright before we get the intuitive juiciness flowing. So let's shuffle it up one time for the Cancerians, my guides. Talk to me. Yeah, we're using the Smith Tiny Tarot again. These cute, adorable little pop figure looking people. Just having a blast with this deck. Let's get 3 cards out here. So last week's reading was extremely positive. The week before that, there were some warnings to be had. So it seems like the last couple of weeks could be very up and down, but last week's reading was titled A Massive Blessing. So whether that's one that's like right on the precipice, just coming into your life, maybe something really nice happened last week. But we're going to hope to keep that optimism flowing here. Let's get you your first 3 out. What do we got for Cancer? As you know, energy is never set in stone, so only take this how it hits for you, because this could be your energy or someone you're connected to. Okay. All right, we have the Knight of Cups in position number 1, so a lot of the similar archetypes to the Queen of Cups is showing up right here with that smooth talker. Let's keep it moving here. Let's get 2 more out for Cancer. Positive card on its face, right? Okay, so here's that back and forth. We have the Ten of Swords here. Okay, so hopefully this isn't some sort of emotional pain, okay? Or there could be something really bothering somebody very close to you. Let's get 1 more. Nothing to freak out about, right? Ten of Swords, it's a card. There's a lot of cards, and we have the 2 of Wands right behind it, so this could be something in regards to healing some pain here, okay, with the 2 of Wands on the back end. We're really going to have to go through this, Cancer, because I see like a lot of nuance in this week's spread. So let's go through. I'll give you some of the classical meanings and archetypes before we get the juicy stuff flowing for you. Position number 1, an extremely positive card. We have the Knight of Cups. Now, in my simplistic style of reading, since this is a Cancer reading, similar to that Queen of Cups, when I clarify it, it could be saying something that's coming towards you or a way you might be feeling. Aside from that, if you're not linked to another water sign, this is a card of romance and love. This is a smooth talking type of energy. It's a Prince Charming type of energy. It's very lovey-dovey. It can speak about progress, emotional offers, communications, and such. So we really want to dive deeper on him. It could just be love in general, like your love for somebody or somebody's love for you. We'll just have to see. But moving to the center, we have a card that is absolutely going to raise a couple eyebrows, right? We have the Ten of Swords right in the center. Once again, nothing to freak out about. You should never be afraid of any cards, but that is a card of pain. It's seen as one of the rougher energies within the tarot deck. So just like I said, the last couple of weeks, we had a really good reading, then we had one that had warnings. It's showing up in this week's spread, like a little bit of both. There's a duality here. So the Ten of Swords could be rough and tough endings. It could be emotional pain. This could represent accidents. This could represent issues in regards to health. So when this card shows up, you really want to keep your head on a swivel. If it's not you hurting, somebody very close to you could be in Ten of Swords mode. And of course, it could represent endings of chapters, even ones that you don't want to end. So we really want to see what's up. But I'm not going to really drone on too much about that card. We'll get more detail when we clarify. But moving to the very back end, we have the Two of Wands. Now, the way the energy is flowing here, obviously I'm seeing the emotional upheaval. I'm seeing the warning here. But the Two of Wands feels very much recovery based. Okay, so a lot of you might be in rest, recuperation, recovery mode. You might be looking back on a Ten of Swords moment, because if you look at the cards, that Two of Wands is looking directly at that Ten of Swords. So is the Knight of Cups. So this could be a lot of reminiscing coming from both ends. Now, Two of Wands, as with all twos in tarot, they could represent feeling like one is at a crossroads, where it's make or break time. I need to make a decision. Do I go left? Do I go right? This could represent travel. This could represent distance and things of that sort. But there is a card, this is a card of strategy to me, planning. So this could represent somebody you're connected to that's planning something. Not the best when we have the Ten of Swords next to it, so there might be warnings here as well. But it does feel recovery based. A lot of you could be in that mode where you're trying to heal something within yourself in this time. So I really want to dive deeper on all of it, because like I said, this could be one big picture. It could be various different things. So let's dive deeper. Let's jump in and clarify. All right, so let's get a good shuffle here for the Cancerian. See what's going on for you, my friends. I mean, the cards are still cute, right? Even though there's Ten of Swords out there. Let's get clarifiers going. And yeah, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. Let's see what's up with that Knight of Cups. And if you're a reader yourself or you're just trying to learn, please feel free to play along. That's why the box is here. If you're feeling any messages that you want to give to the Cancerians, you drop it down in the comments. I don't mind at all. Won't be stepping on my toes. Okay, Knight of Cups here. That's the Knight of Cups here for Cancer. Thank you. Page of Cups. Yeah, you might be waiting on some sort of news here. When I have the Page of Pentacles underneath the Knight of Cups, or this could be some sort of important conversation that is going to be happening when I have both of these cards of communication showing up right on the front end. Hopefully it's nothing volatile, because the fact that I see the Ten of Swords coming up right next to it, this could represent some sort of clashing. Even though classically both of these cards are very good, very nice, there could be some sort of clashing here, like an explosive talk or a volatile talk. So watch out for that in the coming days and weeks. Like, you might get into a little bit of a battle with somebody. So just keep that in mind. However, this is possibly either waiting around to hear from somebody or wanting to have that serious talk or that important talk here when I have these cards. Doesn't necessarily feel terrible. This could even represent somebody that's a little bashful to approach as well, because when we look at knights and pages, pages are a little bashful in comparison to the knight, especially if you're connected to an earth sign. There could be somebody that's like very bashful to approach you about something as well. So the communication, the talk energy, this is here front and center, could possibly be volatile. Let's see how it goes when we get over to the Ten of Swords, because we could have some warnings here. Nothing to freak out about, like I said. But let's go in on that Ten of Swords. And I really want to get to that Two of Wands, because like I've been saying, that feels very healing to me as well, or reflective looking back. So why is that Ten of Swords here for the Cancers? Ten of Swords, please. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, just letting something go possibly, or deciding to just like stop putting so much effort into it. And I feel like I've been getting a very similar feeling from you guys in recent weeks as well. There might be something that you're like, okay, why even try? Or I don't even want to try anymore. I'm just going to let that go. We have the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Now, I will say for some of you, with the volatility I was seeing in the front end and what I'm seeing here, a lot of you watch out for issues in the workplace. especially. Watch out for incidents or accidents in the workplace. Watch out for possible, and I would never wish this on anybody, but 10 of Swords with 8 of Pentacles in reverse could represent job loss as well. So watch out for these things. Watch out for any sort of turmoil there. But a lot of you might be having that feeling like, all right, yeah, I'm just going to let that die down. I'm going to let that die. I'm going to let that end. So this could represent an ending that, although you might not be happy about it, you might just be in the mode where like, all right, I'm just going to let that go. Okay, I'm just going to let that end the way it was supposed to. All right, so take from that what you will. I'm going to see what's up with that 2 of Wands. So this 10 of Swords is very much jam-packed. And for another portion of you, you might just need to hear that. Like, there is nothing you could have done. All right, this 10 of Swords was going to happen or could have happened regardless of how much dedication, work you put into it. Doesn't matter. So we're going to go see what's up with that 2 of Wands. Beware of the energy of endings for sure in this time. But let's see what's up with that 2 of Wands. Only take it if it hits, my friends. You know the deal. So why is this 2 of Wands here? Hopefully we get a happy ending here. So why is that 2 of Wands in the mix? Yeah, there could be a lot of volatility here, my friends. There's the 2 of Wands here. Thank you. Hermit. Yeah, somebody withdrawing a little bit. So we have the Hermit in the upright underneath the 2 of Wands. If you've been having issues with a Virgo, it's showing up here. And this is a card of like pulling back, withdrawing, needing some time to think and heal. The Hermit could represent the dark night of the soul if you're not connected to a Virgo, of course. But yeah, there is somebody like really brainstorming something, having a good long think. Okay, so there might be somebody you're connected to that might feel like they could fix something or they could repair it. They could manage it, make it better. So do with that what you will. But yeah, that could absolutely be it. But there is something, like I was saying with this middle, like you might see that, all right, yeah, that was supposed to end the way it did. And this is somebody withdrawing, okay? Even though they're still looking at it, even though there's something still attached to this 10 of Swords, there's still a lot of reflection, thinking, okay? But with the withdrawing as well. Now, does that mean it's going to stay like that forever? Absolutely not. Remember, this is an energetic snapshot, okay? It is very movable. It's very changeable. But let's go through and do a quick little recap here, because the energy of endings are in the air. Let's just go through. If you kindly look in the box here, Cancer, in position number 1, we have the Knight of Cups with the Page of Pentacles, usually a very good sign. Now, a lot of you could be waiting to hear from somebody, waiting to hear back on some sort of news. That could absolutely be it. But to me, there might be somebody very bashful to approach you, very bashful to talk to you about something. But I was also getting that headbutt action, especially with what we have in the middle, where there could be some sort of volatile talk. Of course, an important or serious one, but I do feel like some volatility or explosiveness, and that could lead into the warning in the center about this explosive ending type of energy. We have the 10 of Swords with the 8 of Pentacles in the upright. 3 main messages here. Watch for anything revolving around the work, right? So whether it's job loss, whether it's issues or accidents at work, fallout at work, just beware of all things in regards to that. But some of you might just need to hear, if you've recently been through a 10 of Swords or an ending or a loss of some sort, there's nothing you could have done about it. There's not, like, the amount of work you put in, there's nothing you could have done to change the outcome. And I think a lot of you see that, right? If you've been through an ending recently, like, you see, like, all right, that ended, even though I'm not happy about it, even though I don't like the way things went down, it might be for the best. Moving to the very back end, just beware of endings. 2 of Wands, Hermit in the upright, somebody pulling back and withdrawing. Yes, still looking at the situation. Somebody might be planning something. There might be something in the wings here, so all is not lost, but I do feel like somebody just like pulling back and withdrawing. All right, I'm going to let that settle. I'm going to let that be. Okay, so do with it what you will. Please take a screenshot. I don't want to overcomplicate it because I'm still feeling a lot of things from the spread. I'm going to get you 1 shadow card. And remember, all these vibes, this could be other people, right? Not just like focusing it at you, my friends. Let's get you 1 shadow card here, though. And I like to end every reading with a shadow card. It's always nice to do. Just to get an extra little layer here, see if anything links back to the reading. What's in the shadows for Cancer, please, my gods? That was interesting. A card jumped out and jumped right back into the deck. So I guess that one wasn't meant to be. Right there it is. Okay, Queen of Cups here. So, I mean, she showed up as the very first Oracle card. She's showing up here once again on the back end. Okay, Cards of self-confidence, self-assurance, anything revolving around you is extra important. Whether it could even be your confidence as well. But just know this is really pointing at an emotionally turbulent time. Now, for another portion of you, this could be issues in regards to a mother figure in one's life, whether it's your mother, whether you're a mother to somebody else, just you fit it however it needs to be. But Queen of Cups is that mother figure energy. Really try not to suppress things in this time. You need some sort of healthy venting. That's what this tells me in the shadows, okay? Water signs feel things very intensely. If you're feeling something strong, make sure you vent it in some sort of way. So Cancer, that's what I have for you this week, my friends. Don't click away just yet, though. I'm going to give you the details, the January subscriber surprise. For the January subscriber surprise, I'm giving away 2 copies of the beautiful, adorable Smith Tiny Tarot. This is the deck I used in this week's readings. So if you'd like to get your hands on this, it's 2 simple things. As always, my friends, first, you must be subscribed, which I'm sure you already are. And second, let me know down in the comments which one of the cards from this week's readings you thought was most adorable. Which one do you like the best? You'll be entered to win, and at the end of the month, I'll announce the winners in my community tab at random. As always, my friends, much love to you, and I'll see you next time.